I was working 2 jobs, taking 5 classes, 2 clinicals, and in a whole relationship, all while I was doing my first semester of nursing school, guys. And I will say that was insane, but somehow I did manage to get A's in about all my classes. I got 4 A's and 1 A minus that semester. And let's talk about how I was able to do all of these things and not fail nursing school. I will say I had a slight advantage because this is my 3rd degree. I'm currently doing an APSN program. So I already have 2 science degree, and a lot of the information my first semester, some of it was repetition based off of things I've already learned and gone over in prior classes. But the biggest tip I would say is I got really good at just figuring out how to prioritize my time and how to use my time very wisely. And I say this to everyone. I would study while commuting to school, to like my clinicals, to classes, because I had to take the train and the bus, which would take me anywhere from an hour and a half to over 2 hours depending on where I was going. So I would look at my slides, listen to YouTube videos, do practice questions while I was like going to school. So that's already like a good solid 2 hours of studying or reviewing my notes almost every day. I don't think I started off doing this right away, but I quickly did start doing this. Like maybe by the 3rd week of school, I would be doing this almost every single time I was commuting. I would study. The next thing I did that I felt like really helped me was doing my homework as soon as I got home. I would eat, change, and get straight to doing my homework assignments or studying for an exam, depending on which one was priority for me. Usually I would try to do all my homework early on, so I would have the week before to study and just focus on studying for my exams. Another thing is really working smarter, not harder. I would find Quizlets that other people made that was very similar, if not the exact same thing I was learning in my classes, and then use those rather than making my own Quizlets. Have I ever made my own Quizlets? Yes, but I rather save myself the time because making a Quizlet can take a really, really long time, guys. With my jobs, I made sure I picked days that I knew I can actually really work. So I only worked weekends for one job, and then the other job, I worked one day during the week for a couple hours. And my weekend job, I am able to study there. So I would utilize my downtime to actually study. So I would literally bring my iPad, my laptop with me to work. So if I had any downtime, I was able to do homework or study. And that really worked well for me because I would have a lot of downtime. I would recommend finding a job if you are looking to work while you're in nursing school. If you don't already have a job, that does afford you that luxury because it is really a luxury, guys. And a couple of last tips is one, not being afraid to tell people no or to call out of work. I remember my first semester, I definitely called out of work because I realized while studying, like the day before an exam, I did not feel prepared for that exam. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to call out of work. Like my friend very much encouraged me. Yeah, she's like, you should call out. You should call out. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I am going to call out. So I did. So if you ever feel like you need more time to study or you need more time just like for yourself, like do not be afraid to call out of your job. Like your job is not the end of your life. And remember, you're working towards a goal, and I honestly feel like that goal should kind of be a little bit priority. But yes, if you're able to and you can, do not be afraid to call out. So if you have PTO, use your PTO guides. And another thing is being able to just say no to friends, to family. Like sometimes there are definitely events and things last semester, and even this semester, I had to say no to, but there were still so much events I was still able to go to just because I prioritized my time really well and was actually feeling confident enough with my studying to be able to go out. But those are just like some of my things that I feel like really helped me. last thing is I did all my homeworks for one of my classes very, very early on because it was open and available for me to do them at the very beginning of the semester. So I actually started before school started. I did like two of the assignments just to get a feel. And then, like, I think within the first month of school, I finished all of the assignments for the entire semester because they were open, and I was like, let me just get it done. And that really did help me. I would go back and review it afterwards because, like, in terms of like studying and preparing for my exams, and I feel like that really helped me because not only is it my second time seeing it, it's like, it's me studying it again. So just getting the assignments done as quickly as you can, and then you'll have more time to actually focus and study and to really do your deep dives into a topic. And if I'm able to do it, so can you. And I believe in you guys. You got this. So this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think down below.